Earlier we spoke about how to practically put things together and pull them apart again, and how it can be beneficial for your child's development. So we're continuing our conversation with our regular creative parenting expert, Nikki Bush. You can see how excited I am. I just want to delve back into this topic again. So Nikki, how can taking things apart and then put it back together again translate into helping your child when it comes to things like reading and writing?
So Leanne, everything we do in life, if it looks like this, it's made up of lots of little parts.
Yes, it is.
So when we bring those parts together, like with a recipe, like with anything, take, for example, one of those Apollo missions that went up into space and those astronauts got stuck. Yeah. Remember what happened down on the ground? They called all the engineers together and they pulled out all those pieces of bits and pieces that those astronauts had at their disposal up in space. Yeah. And they had to come up with a solution only based on those pieces. They couldn't add anything else. And I think eventually there was a round peg that had to fit in a square hole or something. They had to find that solution. That's what we're doing when we teach our children about together and apart, and analysing what are the parts of something and synthesising how to put them together to create new and different things.
You know why? I was just thinking as you were busy talking now, when I was in varsity, I always used to ask myself the question, how am I able to analyse the text and the kind of things that we were busy doing? This is where it begins.
Absolutely. So we give our children building blocks.
Yeah.
And then they want to build this little helicopter. They've got to find these specific pieces and then put them together. Now that is a prescribed way of building something. Here's another one. This is make and break. And this is a game that comes with about 100 cards and 8 different blocks and a timer. And you are racing against time to build that before the timer goes pop. And it's a competition between you and everybody else because you're earning points. So learning to analyze and synthesize, put things apart and take them together at speed is really good for critical thinking, for problem-solving skills. And then here's a game called Squigs. Here, once again, free play, and these are great. You just pop them together and it's suction construction. It's wonderful. Okay. And so children are getting this experience of creating things, being solutions orientated, and we need kids who are able to do that.
Exactly. We also need kids that are going to get jobs one day. How important are these skills when it comes to being involved in the world of work one day and getting a job?
Incredibly important, because the world of work right now is looking for innovative solutions. And in order to innovate, you have to practice, you have to try, you have to fail. And I think we've discussed that in a recent show. And we need to make sure that children have the practical experience of doing this, because the mantra in the world of work right now is fail fast and fail cheaply, which means you need to experiment and play a lot. And in fact, you're actually starting to see these kinds of toys working their way into company training rooms, because this is how people learn to practice in a fun way before they make the big mistakes out in the real world.
Wow. A parent's job is never done, hey?
Never done. But what a great way for parents to interact with children.
Yeah. Nikki, all of this is like parenting gold, and all of this is going to be a focus at Toy Talk this year?
That's right, Leanne. I hold Toy Talk events in Johannesburg every year. This year they're from the 3rd till the 9th of November. If our viewers want to get tickets, hop on to toytalk.coza and they can book their seats and join me, and we'll be talking about how children learn through play and just having a really interactive, playful time with all the parents.
Wow, that's amazing. Look, I don't have kids, but I just might be there myself. Thank you so much, Nikki.
Thank you.
Well, you can go to Toy Talk this year, or you can go to toytalk.co.za for more information on all of these amazing tips on how to help your child's development.